same house, same price, $264,000 apart. Two identical houses, two stick figures with identical jobs, identical savings, identical lives. The bank offers one of them a mortgage that costs up to $264,000 more over 30 years for the same front door. The difference is floating right above their heads. A number. One has 700, the other 625. Neither of them can see it. Everyone else can. The bank sees it. Your landlord sees it. The phone company sees it before it sells you a plan. There is a glowing number over your head right now, and you are the only person in the room it is invisible to. I checked mine while writing this episode, and I genuinely could not explain why it was that number and not 50 points higher. By the end of this one, you'll be able to. Here's what that number bought. In the one example, the US government's own rate tool publishes $400,000 home, 30-year loan, score of 625, worst case, $671,000 of interest, score of 700, best case, $406,000. The gap, $264,503. Not for a different house, for a different house, for a different number. And this number is not a government thing. No law invented it. It is a product, sold by a private company, 27 million times a day, 10 billion times a year. 90% of top American lenders buy it before they say yes to anyone. The company is called FICO, and most of the people it scores have never heard of it. It was started by two men whose names are literally on the door, Fair, Isaac and Company, an engineer named Bill Fair, a mathematician named Earl Isaac. Hold that thought, we'll come back for them. So meet Sam. Stick figure, steady job, meter over the head, reading 5OT. Tonight, Sam's number is going to climb that ladder on screen. 5OT, 600, 740, 740, 800. And every single jump will be one piece of the machine. Because the real question isn't how to raise it. The real question is, what is this number actually measuring? Keep that question. The answer is not what you think. 5 pipes run into Sam's meter. The widest one carries a heartbeat. Every month the bill comes due, and every on-time payment sends one green pulse up the pipe. That's payment history. 35% of the whole number. FICO's own words, whether you've paid past credit accounts on time. Nothing else moves the meter more. Sam pays the card, pays the car. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 580 becomes 601, then 650. Slow, boring, beautiful. Now the trap. One bill slides 30 days past due. 1. A single red spike goes up the pipe, and the meter lurches backwards. Months of green pulses, gone in a day. The machine forgives slowly and punishes instantly, and that asymmetry is not a bug. It's the design. Which should make you ask what it's designed to detect. Hold on to that. And what counts as a bill here has been fought over in Washington. Rohit Chopra, who ran America's consumer finance watchdog, looked at this exact pipe and said the system, quote, more closely resembles a weapon for debt collectors rather than a tool for lenders. We'll open that fight properly at the end. First, the pipe nobody understands. Pipe 2, 30%. How much of your available credit you're actually using. Picture a fuel gauge printed on Sam's credit card. Limit, 10,000. Balance, 9,000. The gauge glows near full, and to the machine a full gauge means one thing. Someone's stretched to the edge. FICO's target, published on its own site, keep the whole gauge under 9%, and any single card under 29%. Sam pays the whole balance every month. Never a cent of interest. Safe, right? Watch the camera. Card companies photograph your balance once a month, on the statement closing date, not the due date. The snapshot goes to the scorer, not the payment. So Sam charges a holiday on the 1st, pays it in full on the 20th, and if the camera clicked on the 19th, the machine scored the photograph. Full gauge. Meter down. Sam did nothing wrong. Sam was photographed at the wrong moment. It gets stranger. Drop the balance to exactly 0 on every card. Perfect discipline. And myFICO's own blog says the score can come out worse than a tiny 1 to 9% balance. Their headline asked in genuine puzzlement, is 0 greater than 1? A machine built to measure how you handle credit finds 0 usage unmeasurable. Remember that word. It's the key to the whole episode. Pipe 3 is not a pipe so much as a root system. 15%, how long your accounts have been alive. Under Sam's feet, roots. Every year they grow a ring deeper, and the meter drinks from them at a patient drip. 615 becomes 640. Nothing Sam does today can speed it up. That's the trap, and it's a quiet one. This is the only pipe money can't touch. You can pay debts, cut balances, fix everything overnight, except time. The machine wants to watch you for years. FICO's own caveat on its own page, a long history helps but is not required for a good score. The roots reward the patient. They also notice, reward whoever got to start early. File that away, it comes back in the fairness fight. Pipe 4, 10% variety. A toolbox by Sam's feet. A card, a car loan, a retail account. FICO's list is almost quaint. Credit cards, retail accounts, installment loans, finance company accounts, mortgage loans. Mortgage loans, more kinds of tools, handled well, brighter meter. 640 ticks to 655. Why would variety matter? Because juggling different shapes of debt is more information about you. Information. Third time that idea has surfaced. Nearly there. And remember the coin river from the open. Look where Sam stands. The two houses are back on screen. The $264,000 river is flowing out of the 625 house, coin by coin, 30 years long. Every pipe you've just seen, the heartbeat, the gauge, the roots, the toolbox, is quietly deciding which house is Sam's. That's the stake. Back to the machine. Last pipe, 10%, hunger. Every time Sam formally asks for new credit, a hand reaches into Sam's file and leaves a fingerprint. A hard inquiry. 5 to 10 points, gone, per FICO's own numbers. Ask too often, too fast, and doors start slamming to the machine. Sudden hunger for credit smells like trouble ahead. Checking your own score, by the way, leaves no mark at all. That's a soft pull. The machine only cares when you ask someone else for money. But here's a mercy hidden in the code. Shop for one mortgage from 10 lenders inside a 45-day window, and newer FICO models count all 10 fingerprints as one. A shield built in because the machine's designers know the difference between hunger and comparison shopping. The fingerprints fade too. Scored for 12 months, visible for 2 years, then gone. Now, Sam's meter reads 740. One debt left on earth, the car loan. Final payment. Watch the confetti, debt-free. Meter goes up, obviously. The meter goes down. That is not a glitch. It is FICO's own documented behavior. In FICO's own words, a low balance on an active loan is, quote, even less risky than having no active installment loans at all. Read that again. Less risky to still owe a little than to owe nothing. 3 gears turned at once. The toolbox lost its only installment tool. The amounts owed math shifted, and the paid-off loan stopped reporting fresh on-time payments because the machine weighs open accounts more than closed ones. A closed loan can't keep proving anything. Sam did the most responsible thing a borrower can do, and the machine lost information. So, the question from Minute 1, what is this number actually measuring? Not virtue, not wealth. No salary, no bank balance, no rent paid in cash ever enters it. Not even whether you're good with money. The meter measures one thing: how confidently the machine can predict that you will repay borrowed money. It is a prediction priced by the pound. 0 balances scored worse because prediction needs data. The payoff dropped the score because a closed loan stopped producing data. You are not being judged, you are being forecast. And everything that felt absurd tonight makes sense the moment you see it. On screen, Sam's meter finally swivels around. Sam reads it, 800. And under the number, the small print the whole episode was hiding, estimated probability of repayment. That's the resolution. The number was never a grade of you, it's a bet on you. Who takes the bet? 1956. An engineer and a mathematician, Bill Fair, Earl Isaac, bet that an equation could outpredict a banker's gut. Their company sells the formula. It never even holds your data. The files live in 3 separate cabinets: Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. And because the cabinets don't perfectly match, you have 3 slightly different scores right now. The bureaus later built their own rival formula, VantageScore, so even the scorers compete. And the machine keeps sharpening. FICO's Ethan Dornhelm, his actual job title is Vice President of Scores and Predictive Analytics, says newer models let card lenders cut default rates by 13%. VantageScore's chief executive, Silvio Tavares, reads the national dashboard out loud on television, late payments dropping for high earners, rising for lower-income borrowers. His words this winter, that's a cause for concern. Real people run this machine, with names and titles, which raises the last question of the night. If the number is a forecast, is the forecast fair? Strongest case for the machine first, and it's genuinely strong. The formula is blind by law. The Equal Credit Opportunity Act bars race, religion, sex, national origin from ever entering it. Before scoring existed, a loan was a banker looking you up and down and deciding if he liked your face. The equation replaced the handshake precisely because the handshake was worse. That is FICO's own founding story, and it is not wrong. Now the other side, with the machine's own numbers. The Federal Reserve's Household Survey published this spring, among Americans who applied for credit, 54% of black applicants were denied or approved for less than they asked. White applicants, about 25, more than double. And the Fed's own report says that gap has held for over a decade. The formula never sees race. The outcomes split by it anyway, because the forecast eats history, and history isn't blind. Remember the roots, the pipe that rewards whoever started early. Here's who never gets to start. The Consumer Bureau's own count says about 15% of black and Hispanic consumers are credit invisible. No file, no meter at all. 9% of white consumers. For them, the machine doesn't discriminate. It simply has nothing to say. And no meter means no doors. Even what counts is a policy fight, not physics. Chopra's agency found medical bills barely predict repayment at all, and wrote a rule to pull them from the files. Scores would have risen 20 points on average for 15 million people. A court struck the rule down in July 2025. Same person, same debts, 20 points, decided by lawyers. And sometimes the industry draws its own line, TransUnion's Eric Rosenberg told the New York Times. There's no research connecting your credit report to your job performance. A bureau official arguing his own product should stay out of hiring. The deepest critique isn't about the math at all. 2 law professors, Danielle Citron and Frank Pasquale, called ours the scored society. Their argument, any invisible automated system that sorts people owes them due process. The right to see it, question it, appeal it. Not because the equation is wrong, because it's unaccountable. The National Consumer Law Center put the sharp version in a report title, Credit Scoring, quote, Perpetuating the Economic Racial Divide. So the honest verdict, both sides agree. The number predicts something real. The fight is over what it predicts, who decide. So, on screen one last time, the answer to the title in one sentence. Your credit score is a private company's live forecast of one narrow thing, the odds you'll repay borrowed money, built only from the trail your borrowing leaves. That's why paying off a loan can drop it. That's why 0 looks worse than 1. That's why time is the one ingredient you can't buy. Not a grade, not a judgment, a bet. And now you know exactly how the bookmaker thinks.
If you're the kind of person who won't trust a machine until you've seen the gears, that's this whole channel. Every episode, one system that runs your life opened up on the table. Subscribe and bring the question you've always had.
One thread left hanging. All episode, a number over Sam's head that other people can see and Sam can't. And knowing it exists changes how Sam feels standing in every bank, every showroom, every lobby. That pressure has a control panel too. It's inside your own body. It has one hidden master switch, and almost everyone pushes the wrong buttons first. Next episode, 5 ways to calm down. One hidden switch. Sam's already breathing wrong. See you there.